What's going on, guys? It's Nick from PRL, and today we're walking through the installation of the newest version of our Flex-Fuel kit. We're looking at a super easy and straightforward install today. The only tools that we're going to be needing are a flathead screwdriver, needle nose pliers, a short extension, a 1/4 inch ratchet, and a 10mm socket. So the first step is removing So the first thing you're going to want to do is remove the negative terminal off of the battery, because we're going to be unplugging sensors during this install. So just go ahead and remove this. Step is removing the sheet metal safety cover. There are two 10mm nuts up top, and there's one 10mm bolt underneath. So the next step is removing the fuel soft line from the hard line. For this, all you're gonna need is your flathead, and you're gonna remove the two black clips here and the one white safety clip down here. The next step is removing the factory firewall bracket. For this, all you're gonna need is your ratchet. Now that we have our factory firewall bracket off, there are a couple OEM components that need transferred over to your Flex-Fuel kit. So first, we're going to want to go ahead and transfer over these rubber grommets. There are these little metal collars on the back. Those also need to be maintained. When you insert your metal collars, you're going to want to make sure that the back of the collar is facing the same direction as the PEM nuts. There's your firewall bracket. The next step is just transferring this fuel line hose clip over to the clip on the Flex-Fuel kit. You're going to want to notate the orientation of the clip to make it easy to remove. All you're going to need is to pull your needle nose pliers out and just yank the clip right out. And that's it. This is ready to go on the car now. Next, we're going to want to go ahead and install the firewall bracket. The firewall bracket reuses the OEM bolts, and when you're tightening it, just make sure that you hold the bracket nice and square so that you don't have a tilt. Next, we just have to install the Flex-Fuel unit and connect all the OEM fuel lines. And the final step is hooking up your wiring harness. It's basically plug and play and you're good to go. So first, we're going to want to go ahead and plug in the connector to the connector at the bottom of the Flex-Fuel unit. Power for the Flex-Fuel unit comes from the wiring for the secondary O2 sensor. The plug can be found right here. So you're just going to want to disconnect this and then go male to female and male to female. Next, you're going to want to find a good ground location using this ring terminal. This is for an M6 bolt or generally a 10mm. You can use any of these bolt locations as long as the ground is touching metal. It's going to change dependent on how you have your wires tucked. And the final plug in our harness is an optional voltage output for a tuning device or data logging purposes. If you decide that you want to run this, it plugs into the ECT2 sensor, and if not, you can just zip tie it out of the way. So you're going to want to run your wiring around the back of the engine near the intake manifold, and just make sure you're keeping all of the wiring away from any hot components in the engine bay. Clearly, I don't have this tucked because it's coming back out of the car, so just make sure you tuck it at your discretion with these supplied zip ties. And there you have it. We have our Flex-Fuel kit installed in our 11th Gen Civic Si. If you want more information on the functionality of this unit, be sure to check out the video linked right here. And until then, take it easy, guys.